Henry Blanchard was born in Rustico in 1881, but when he was a child, the family moved to Devar in the parish of Bloomfield, where he grew up on a farm. His father was a big farmer and also became a politician. Henri Blanchard, as we say in French, was a professor, he was an educator, he was a historian, and a grand animateur of the Acadian community here in Prince Edward Island. Henry Blanchard was a great educator. He taught first of all in a number of small rural Acadian schools and then taught at St. Dunstan's University, also at Prince of Wales College and the Normal School in Charlottetown. Education was important for him, and especially he worked that the Acadians would have access to higher education so that the Acadian communities would have French priests, they would have lawyers, they would have businessmen, and lots of teachers also for their schools. And what is important to underline here was that Blanchard was one of the founders of the Société Saint-Thomas d'Aquin, the St. Thomas Aquinas Society, founded in 1919. And for about 30 years, he was the pillar of that society. He was at one time the secretary and then the treasurer and even the president of that society that was founded to collect money to help young Acadians pursue their studies in colleges and universities. And also he was the main spokesman for Acadians of the island in national associations. In fact, in the 1930s, he attended a symposium in Quebec uniting francophones from across Canada, and he made a plea for help for the Acadians of PEI. He was encouraged to go to different colleges and universities in Quebec and also in the Maritimes and asked that they would accept students from PEI free of charge, so that they could help maintain the French language and the culture on the island. So he was very successful in that project, and many island students went to pursue their university studies in the province of Quebec and Acadian colleges in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and many of them came back on the island and helped sustain the Acadian community for many years. Henri Blanchard was also the main Acadian historian for PEI for many years. He published the first book in the 1920s, another one in the 1950s in French, and it was a book trying to show the islanders that PEI had contributed a lot of teachers, priests, lawyers, whatever, to show that the Acadians on the island were not only laborers or fishermen or farmers, that we also had many people in the professions. Another book that he published was in 1964, and this one was in English, to make sure that all islanders would know about the contribution of the Acadians to the island. He was also one of the main founders of the Acadian Museum in 1964. He is certainly remembered today because he did teach to a great many islanders, not only Acadians, Anglophone islanders who studied at the University St. Dunstan's, or also who studied at Prince of Wales. So he was a well-known figure on the island, across the island. And that's why today there are two buildings named after him, one on the UPEI campus, one of the residences, and also the library in Summerside, the French library at the Centre Belle Alliance, that has been named after Henri Blanchard, a great Acadian educator and historian who died in 1968.